Well, you won't be waiting any longer, Damien. Welcome, everybody. I am Charlie Merriman. I'm merry by name, I'm merry by nature, and I'm very merry indeed to welcome you into tonight's stream featuring my favorite of the Generation 9 Pokemon, Maushold. Oh, they're a little bit twisty, a little bit topsy-turvy-turny. They are delighted to welcome you in. They're just a happy family, and we're just one big happy Pokemon family. So then, everybody, wonderful to be back with some VGC. I was streaming VGC yesterday with the team that won the Japan Championships, featuring Smeargle and Calyrex Shadow Rider Zamazenta. This is the team that came third, featuring Maushold, of course, and Kyogre and Calyrex Ice Rider. Not a combination we've seen too much. This one also has Smeargle, a couple of really interesting Farigiraf and Volcarona sets, but we'll be diving into the team very, very shortly. So, wonderful to see so many of you here. Ash, fantastic. You can actually watch a bit of the stream. Well, you are very welcome as always, Ash. Thank you once more for being such a beloved Merri member. Thank you for being here. Lithorion, wonderful to see you, my friend. Damien, thank you so much for being here. And, Kendricks, welcome in. Where are the Maushold ears? Yes, the Maushold ears broke, unfortunately. Yeah, one of them came off, I think, but at least they're there in the thumbnail for everyone to enjoy. Well, thank you for being here, everybody. I am a host and commentator for the Pokemon Video Game Championship Series and, of course, a content creator. And it's my pleasure to be able to feature this really, really fun team. Let's take a deeper dive into the team and see how it works. Wonderful. So, here we go. Oh, perfect use of that emoji, Ash. Wonderful. The happy family Maushold heart. Wonderful. Yeah, going very well. Thank you, Lithorion. Busy day, but we'll dive into that shortly. How about you, Lithorion? What's new with you? So what do we have here? We have a fascinating load of movesets, actually. Let's start with the Maushold, of course. Potentially the reason why we're all here. It's in the thumbnail, of course. Maushold, this is the offensive variant, and that, personally, is my favorite variant of Maushold. Yeah, you can run Friend Guard and follow me and support stuff, but this one, we got Technician, we got Wide Lens, and of course we got Population Bomb and Terra Normal. So Population Bomb can hit up to 10 times. It's not 100% accurate, but that's where the Wide Lens comes in, making each one of those hits more accurate. And Technician boosts the power of lower powered moves, and each hit of Population Bomb is lower power. So this Maushold can do some serious damage. That's also why we see Bite there over something like Crunch. I'm assuming the Maushold gets Crunch. Technician boosts the power of lower power moves, and of course that might be able to cause a flinch as well. When your back's against the wall, could be really nice, and also great, of course, into things like Calyrex Shadow Rider, taking double super effective damage. Follow Me and Protect. So we do have some supportive use on this Maushold, a little bit like Ogerpon. It's more offensive, but you can go for Follow Me, go for that more supportive role too. Protect means that Maushold doesn't take any damage for the turn. Now this team actually has triple normal types. It's really, really strong into Calyrex Shadow Rider, which is a nice sort of pivot from the team we were using yesterday, which featured Calyrex Shadow Rider. So let's see what other options there are available to us in the format right now. Let's pick up on Smeargle for one of those normal Pokemon. So this is, I believe, exactly the same set as we saw yesterday, except this Smeargle has Terra Ghost instead of Terra Grass, which is really nice because it doesn't have Protect, and Terra Ghost means that you can get around a Fake Out, say. Although Terra Grass is useful in certain situations, not being put to sleep. But this one is Terra Ghost. So, Moody sharply boosts a stat at the end of every turn and drops a stat. The one that you want to see boosted is Speed. That's really the only one that matters on this Smeargle, because it wants to get those support moves off as swiftly as it can. Fake Out is its only damaging move, and once it's used that on the first turn, it can't use it again. So Speed is very much what we're going for. Spore can put opposing Pokemon to sleep. Decorate can boost the offense of the ally Pokemon, and then this Smeargle also has Follow Me, so redirection aplenty. Speaking of redirection, we've also got a Volcarona here with Rage Powder. Rage Powder means, exactly like Follow Me, Volcarona will become the center of attention, but it will not work against grass types. We've got Flame Body as well, and Rage Powder and Flame Body synergize really nicely. You can redirect a move into it and then potentially cause a burn to any Pokemon that's gone for a damaging contact move into you. And burn, of course, reduces the physical attack of the Pokemon that's targeted into you and gets that burn. Rocky Helmet stacks really nicely with that too. Every bit of chip will cause a big amount of recoil damage to the Pokemon in return. Particularly fantastic in something like Surging Strikes from Urshifu, and that's where this Terra Water comes in on the Volcarona, so it's not taking super effective damage anymore. Flame Terra as well, just nice coverage move, given its part Fire type, even though it doesn't synergize so nicely with the Rain. Outside of the Rain can do some big damage. Then Tailwind as well, so we can go speedy. Of course, this Calyrex, being the Assault Vest, doesn't have access to Trick Room. The Farigiraf does, but this means that maybe you want to go speedier, and this Calyrex does have quite a bit of speed investment. Welcome in, Opnish. Thank you so much for being here. It really is cool, isn't it, Kendricks, the AV? I love to see it. I'm glad you're doing really well. Well, no, it's wonderful to see you here. Mr. Browser, thanks so much for being here. Yeah, it's a really fun team. Headphones are the new Maushold ears. Yeah, exactly. They're a little bit more It's Maushold 2.0, the more flush against the head, I guess. So let's talk about the Farigiraf now. We mentioned the triple normal, and this is the third of the normal types, Maushold and Smeargle being the others. So Armor Tail blocks any priority moves like Fake Out. Mental Herb means that Farigiraf can't be taunted, so I can get off the Trick Room, or they're Imprison, or the Helping Hand. Now, Imprison means that any Pokemon that has the same moves as this Farigiraf won't be able to use them in the battle. Or as long as Farigiraf's on the field, I think. I need to brush up on how Imprison exactly works. But yeah, it means that the opposing Pokemon will not be able to click Trick Room, so it's nice to just shut that option down. And Helping Hand, really nice to, or Helping Hoof, it should be really nice to boost the offense of an ally Pokemon's move. And then Foul Play is great because Farigiraf, it means that you don't have to invest in its physical or its attack prowess. It uses the target's attack stat against it to deal Dark-type damage. So, really fantastic set on the Farigiraf there. And now let's talk about our restricted. So, Calyrex Ice Rider with the Assault Vest. This is not an item we see very commonly on Calyrex Ice Rider, but with access to moves like Seed Bomb and Crunch, which you don't often see on Calyrex Ice Rider, it's a really good advert for just running attacks on this Pokemon. Seed Bomb great into opposing Kyogre or other water types, and then Crunch great into Calyrex Shadow Rider and other ghost types. Flustermane, I guess, even though it would take neutral being a part fairy type there. And certainly in this best of one closed team sheet, that the online ladder is, I think this surprise Calyrex set could go a long way. So let's see if that does indeed work out. Antera Gross on this so that we don't get put to sleep. And again, there's quite a bit of speed investment so that this Calyrex can go faster, especially if that Tailwind is going to be set up. I was going to say something else about Calyrex as well. But I can't remember now. And Kyogre is the final Pokemon with the Choice Scarf. Choice Scarf and Water Spout and Drizzle and Terra Water synergize so nicely. Water Spout does more damage the more HP that Kyogre has. The Rain that is set up by Kyogre's Drizzle ability boosts the power of Water type moves even further, so does the Terra Water type Origin Pulse. Not 100% accurate, but when it does connect, great spread damage, so both Water Spout and Origin Pulse connect with both of the opposing Pokemon on the other side of the field. Official competitive VGC is done with 2 Pokemon versus your opponent's 2, of course. And then Hydro Pump is single target, not 100% accurate, but massive damage in the Rain. And then Thunder, nice coverage move into those opposing Kyogre and opposing water types generally, so that you have an option to hit into those. In terms of Terra types, I realize I haven't spoken too much about those. 1 Pokemon per battle on your team, can change its type totally, sheds its original typings and purely becomes the new type. So Terra Water in Kyogre's case. Actually, Kyogre is originally a water type anyway, but Farigiraf for Terra Water 2 means now it's all of a sudden resisting ice type moves, for example, and wants it to neutral, etc. So in terms of leads we can go for here, a bit like yesterday, leading Smeargle is often a good option, getting off a fast sport, especially if we get the Tailwind set up from Volcarona, for example. I believe the Smeargle has maximum speed investment as well, so that will help there. We could go Tailwind and Population Bomb to threaten some stuff. We could even, you know, Kyogre with that Choice Scarf and then try and set up a Tailwind to outspeed if they have a Tailwind option and Choice Scarf option. If it feels like it's going to be difficult to deny Trick Room, we can lead the Farigiraf to try and deny that. But yeah, I feel like we've got some pretty flexible options in terms of leads with this team. If you want to try out the team, the rental code's on the description there, VYL2QF, VYL2QF. And it's going to be in the description below as well, along with the creator of this team. Huge congratulations on their 3rd place finish at the Japan Championships. They are named in the description below. All my socials linked in the description below as well. I'm at Chazingdra, and all my links you can become a YouTube channel member for 4 bonus videos per month from my podcast, and we'll talk about that more in a moment, as well as plenty more perks. If you click on join, you can see what the perks are before you actually join. Patreon link below too if you want to support me as a creator and ensure that I can continue doing this sort of thing and bring content and streams to you all. And chazingdra@gmail.com, Discord community link below as well. All sorts going on, working on my EYC video at the moment. Hoping to get that out around the end of the month or at least before the World Championships. And yeah, excited to give you all an insight into the caster's perspective on these events. So plenty more content to come, but for now we're focusing on this stream. Take a good look at those movesets. Let me just catch up on the chat. So, the mouse are so back. Indeed, Jack. Thanks so much for being here. Welcome in, my friend. Another beloved Merri member. AV Cali Ice. Oh, my Arceus. Exactly. Doing very well, thank you, Jack. How are you doing, my friend? Imprison effects are lifted. The Pokemon that used it is switched out. Yes, that makes sense, Jay. That's what I assumed. It's just been a while since I used it. Alex, thanks so much for being here. Here's the guy. No, here's the guy, Alex. You're here. Maushold and Guy was not on your bingo card. Well, let's hope it puts in work, because it's my favorite Generation 9 Pokemon. Flamethrower on Volk over Fiery Dance. Yeah. I mean, exactly. With the Rain, it's an interesting choice, having a Fire-type move. Fiery Dance we far more commonly see, but yeah, clearly just wanted that immediate burst damage, the team builder. Should be some good battles, Damien. Well, on that note, can be a more perfect segue. Let's get into these battles, everybody. Loy M&M, thank you so much for being here. Welcome in Reg-Eye Maushold. I totally agree. That's why we're using the team. Hikikomori, thank you so much for being here again. How are you doing? It's been a little while. What is new with you? So, yesterday was my first time battling in this new ranked season. Maybe we can reach Master Ball tonight. Let's hope so. Let's find out. Doing well. Too hot. Could do with Kyogre yourself. Really, Jack? It feels like it's been a little bit cooler tonight. Oh, dear. Don't know what's going on with internet and Switch too, because a little bit slow, but we seem to be okay. Got my current pilot. Let's use Grapefruit, my Shining Galarian Slowpoke, and Seadra. I mean, I'd love to, but no. We are here for a little bit of... Here it is. Alrighty. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Let's see what our first opponent has to offer us today. We had 5 wins and 2 losses on yesterday's stream with the Japan Championships winning team, Calyrex, Shadow Riders, Zamazenta, and Smeargle, etc. Fantastic team. Do check it out. Do check out the stream from yesterday if you haven't already. Had a lot of fun with the team, but Maushold, yeah, always nice to use a preference pick. Let's go Grapefruit Sweep. Exactly, Ash. Haven't trained the Pokemon, haven't given them the competitive moves. But yeah, let's go indeed. Let's go. I'm doing very well, thanks, Hikikomori. Glad to hear. This is a shame. What's going on with the internet? Let's hope we don't have any issues. Can I request to battle you with my party? Well, you can. At some point, Jack. I don't know if it'll be tonight, but I love the idea. All the way out to Master Rank. In the name of Kingdra. Of course, Kendricks. Has to be in the name of Kingdra, always. Please find an opposing trainer. There you go. As a caster, you do tend to speak things into existence. Joel, what have you got for us? Oh, this is a cool team. A triple Future Paradox, well, quadruple, technically. Future Paradox team. Iron Valiant, Iron Jugulis, Iron Treads, Miraidon, and then we also have Kyogre and Pokemon Halflame. Feels like there's a lot of Kyogre recently. Far more than normal. Okay, well, their terrain is big, and we can't shut it off with Rillaboom, which is a shame. We don't have access to Rillaboom. What's going on? I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what's happening here. I hope that doesn't count as a loss. We were just randomly disconnected. That looked like a really fun team as well. I really wanted to battle with it. What is going on with the... I was having some issues yesterday, too. It held out during stream, but... Maybe I need to turn off my Switch and back on again. I really hope I'm not penalised for that, because that was just so random. Ugh, yeah. Lots. Yeah, my internet just cut out and we lost points. That's really frustrating. Speaking of challenges, Johto-themed team. Use my Johto Cup team. Yeah, absolutely. Would love that, Ash. You know how much I love Johto. Alright. Maushold. Had a lot of issues going on with Scarlet Violet Online recently. Okay, that's good to know, Jack, that it's not just me. Please, sir. You noticed you were disconnected from Marissa yesterday, America. Okay. Yeah, noted, Ash. I mean, connection lasted for yesterday's stream, but let's see what happens. Hopefully we'll find a trainer quickly. Yeah, I'm gutted not to be battling against that trainer, because that looked like a really fun team, the Quadruple Paradox. I think... yeah, Volcarona could have been good on that matchup, maybe. Yeah, Spore from Smeargle would have been shut down with all the electric terrain. Let's hope for a Maushold sweep in one of these battles. Okay, that's good to know, Jack. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, Switch 2. Might have to turn the Switch off and back on. That seemed to help yesterday. Yeah, I don't think this is going to happen. Well, we'll wait for it to time out. How's everyone's Wednesdays been? I released today's episode of the podcast Chazingdra Chats featuring Tom Rocks Maths, a maths content creator and maths Lover, covered in Pokemon tattoos as well. Had a fantastic chat with Tom, and of course he's recently featured on Countdown, a UK game show. So wonderful to get his insight into that, get his take on that. The first guest where I feel like I'm broadening out beyond the core Pokemon community and just getting people who are known in the public eye who happen to have an interest in Pokemon, which is ultimately my aim for the show, so do check it out, and I hope you enjoy it. It's linked in the description below, and nearly 65 episodes of the podcast at this point with a broad range of guests, so yeah, there's bound to be something for everyone. Right, I am going to... Hello, Graced by Pete. We have been graced by Pete. Yeah, we're trying to battle with Maushold, but we're having some internet issues. I am going to switch off my Switch. And switch it back on, because that seemed to help yesterday. So, give me a moment, everybody. Close that. Give me a moment. We are, as they say, so back. Well, we can only confirm if we are so back once the Switch 2 boots up. So, I'll hop back into the game. Yeah, having some issues with some connection here, so let's hope that it clears up. Yeah, Podayali I've had on the podcast as well, Pete. Yes, I know what you mean. I mean, beyond the Pokemon community, you know. Scarlet's data on the SD card or console. Am I on LAN or wireless and Switch on or Switch 2? So, Switch 2, wireless, and it's on the console. I'm pretty sure it's on the console. Thank you for advice, Pete. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, keep fingers crossed, everybody, and now let's try and dive into these battles featuring Maushold. Let's do it. Okay. Well, let's hope we stay connected. Alright, what have we got? I thought it was a mirror match for a moment there with the Kyogre and Calyrex Ice Rider, but it's Tornadus, Urshifu, Rillaboom, and Landorus. Okay. Okay, so Tailwind is a thing. But obviously Volcarona is kind of disincentivized here. We are Choice Scarf, and that's very nice. Are they going to go sort of Tailwind Spout mode, in which case what's my best play into that? We could Terra Water. We could Thunder as well there, Kyogre. That could be good. For the lead Rillaboom. Gotta be careful about that. Focus Sash on the Smeargle could be nice. They could taunt us though. I think we should go for Volk and Ogre, and obviously I really want to bring Maushold. Let's see if it'll work. Let me just think about it. Do we bring Smeargle here? It's never not useful. Calyrex is good. Calyrex is really good. And Smeargle on Maushold. I feel like Farigiraf doesn't offer much here. Oh! It's got to be Maushold, hasn't it? Come on, what are we doing here? Love Maushold. Love me some Maushold. Do we have this issue with Switch one first time around and we established it's better and more consistent to have games data on the SD card? Ooh, I didn't realise that, Pete. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Ash, I think the internet listened to you, and I love this theme. Pete and a PT. Yeah, exactly. All that power indeed, Damien. Alright. Love to see a shiny Kyogre from my opponent. Whose Drizzle is going off first? Mine. Oh yeah, and they don't have Tailwind, so this is big. Could just go for the immediate Thunder. They could be Terra Grass. We could Rage Powder the Urshifu, or we could Tailwind. Tailwind's not important this very turn, I would argue. So I'd quite like to Rage Powder, and I'd quite like to... Do we just Water Spout? I think we just Water Spout, you know? Let's do it. Hello, Rad Dad. Fantastic to see you. Thanks so much for being here. You're just in time for our first battle, because we had some internet issues, but we are good to go now. We got Maushold, and that's Rillaboom coming in. Okay, so it's going to take resistance damage from Water Spout, but oh well. I'd rather have gone for Water Spout than Thunder in this situation, get some spread damage off. How you doing, Rad Dad? How's your day going? Alrighty. Okay, so this might confirm for them that I'm scuffed. I mean, look at all that damage. It's resisted, and yeah. Yeah, there were internet... Oh, that was a critical hit. Okay. Internet issues again, indeed. Do we get a burn? Yeah, we do. Love that. Internet issues again, indeed, but we seem to be okay for now. Keep your fingers crossed. Yeah, something about this Switch too. We'll see. Hello, Emerald. How are you doing? How's your day going? Hope you're having a merry one, and I hope I can make your day even merrier. Yeah, I've been missing my VGC streams after Safari Week, so it feels good to just be making some inroads into the competitive right now. Okay. So what they're trying to do here is fake me out next turn on Kyogre, and then set up the Trick Room. Ooh, I tell you what, Farigiraf would have been really nice. This could be an opportunity for us to get our Calyrex in. Probably is. Now, it's raining, but I still feel like... I mean, we could double switch, I guess, but I think Flamethrower is probably still our best bet. Yeah, no, double switch is too risky. I still think Flamethrower into... Calyrex and switch into our own Calyrex. Just got to have your 3rd or 4 interviews. Wow! This week, Rad Dad, incredible. Congratulations and well done for being so on the grind. Your hard work will pay off, I have no doubt. Yeah, there's the fake out. We're gaming, we certainly are. That's not bad damage for the rain as well. There's no burn. That's exactly what I predicted from my opponent there. What's up, Nathan? Great to see you. How are you doing? Thanks so much for being in the stream. What's new with you? How did you find the stream today? Really appreciate you being here. And what's your favourite Pokemon, Nathan? The important questions. Now... I can see Rillaboom Terra-ing or switching. Okay, we know all 4 of our opponent's Pokemon now. Trick Room is up. They don't know that we don't have Trick Room. We also have Crunch to catch them by surprise. We could Rage Powder here. No, that doesn't do anything. We Flamethrower you. Crunch Calyrex. I like this. I don't think our opponent's going to see this Crunch coming. Flamethrower into instead. Yeah, they were fearing the Glacial Lance. I could have predicted that. I could have doubled up into Calyrex. Potentially got a burn. But removing the Urshifu now is pretty good as well. Alrighty. Polion or Gliscor? Good options, Nathan. A Generation 4 fan, are we? I like your style. Ah, best of one close team sheet. When you've got the tricks up your sleeve, always a good time. So. How many turns of Trick Room? 3 turns of Trick Room. I think... we can Flamethrower... Actually, you better weaken their Rillaboom, haven't we? Threatens our Kyogre. I think we're going to get flinched on our Calyrex here. But we'll attempt to crunch into that slot anyway. Zoinks, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing, buddy? Hope you're a fan of Maushold, because we're certainly rocking that tonight. What's new with you, Zoinks? Best trick in the room of tricks, Trick Room. Well said, Emerald. And the Trick House, yes! Little Generation 3 throwback. Okay, so 2 more turns of Trick Room. If we crunch that slot, it's only Kyogre that can come in, so I don't mind that at all. Yeah, we can do that, and we can... Yeah, we've got to weaken this Calyrex so they don't get another Trick Room up this game. You love Maushold? Excellent. They love to hear it. My favourite Generation 9 Pokemon. Zoinks, how do you think Maushold will be handled in... Oh, 1 HP! The 1 HP! You'll love to see it. How do you think Maushold will be handled in Unite? What sort of role do you think it will play? The rain stops now. That's nice. That's good timing, actually. Okay, so Calyrex goes down, but I don't really mind that because the Trick Room's about to expire, and then we get a fast Pokemon in. So this has actually been timed really, really well. Totally unintentionally. So we can Flamethrower the Rilla, and I mean, why not? Go for another crunch into the Calyrex. I believe our Calyrex will go down on this turn. Let's find out. A lot of people want Maushold support. That'd be fun. They are a family, after all. Flamethrower and Rain, not a good idea. I know Hikikomori, but that's the tech on the team. This is the 3rd place team from the Japan Championships. Still did decent chip damage, so we'll take that. We'll take that. I do wonder if it should be Fiery Dance on this team instead of Flamethrower, so at least even when it is raining, you can boost up your special attack. Try and sweep that way. Oh, okay. That's fine. Of course, we're still in Trick Room. I forgot that for a moment. Critical hit on Calyrex. I'd rather have it that way round. Double T, how is it going? Thank you so much for being here. The best chat. Ah, you're too kind, Double T. But they are the best chat. I'm biased, but I agree with you. How's your day going? Ooh. Woodhammer. Sure. Okay. Again, that is fine. Rocky Helmet and Recall. That should secure the KO onto Rillaboom. Spirit of Iris lives. In what? What are you referencing that with in particular, Alex? Oh, live through friendship. I see. I think it might be slightly behind on the stream, Alex, but remains to be seen. All right, so now, in comes Maushold. Let's do it, everybody. So I believe they're now down to their final 2 as well. Yeah, so their Kyogre. Locking into Thunder here would be a good idea. Have they terrored? Have they terrored yet? I love that cry as well. Yeah, confirm with the faster. No, they haven't terrored. Okay. You know what? It's tough. So we look into Water Spout, and then we don't get the KO with Population Bomb on Kyogre. Then Water Spout does nothing, and Maushold might go down this turn. No, you know what? Let's Thunder. Let's Population Bomb Kyogre. Surely they Terra Kyogre here. They don't. Oh, that is a good protect from them. That is a good protect. I wish I had gone for the Water Spout. Uh-oh. Oh no. They just get Trick Room up. Oh, it's just Glacial. It's not as bad. Oh no. I just wanted to get a population bomb off. I love Maushold. Oh dear. This is a shame. Now they can Terror as well, and I'm locked into Thunder. Oh, that was such a good protect from them. Oh, I should have gone Water Spout. Should have just trusted my instincts. Maybe though they're Terra Water. We're still in this. But that was a strong protect from my opponent. Maybe I was also thinking, well, they can't protect because I was just assuming they were also choiced. Well, they're taking a long old time to lock in their move, aren't they? So, yeah, I agree. Kikamori on the Fiery Dance. Oh! So maybe they just Terra Water. Okay, they didn't take as much damage from that as I'd like. They also have Thunder and they weren't paralyzed. Ah! If I'd Water Spouted that last turn and then I Population Bombed this turn, we'd have been in a really good spot. Oh, that's such a shame. That's a very cool picture of my trainer there. So, yeah, just misplayed the end game. But I'm still pleased with how he played that. Catching my opponent by surprise with the crunches and so on. Weathering the Trick Room well. And it expired just in time for the fast Pokemon to come in. Yeah. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. Currently in the process of beating Pokemon Shield. So get a Zamazenta Double Terror. I remember you saying, yeah. Good luck with that. Yeah, the Calyrex living on 1 was crazy, Alex. Incredibly productive work. Well, good to hear, Rotnish. Good to hear. Oh, is the next battle? Exactly. Oh, there's no meeting. Yeah. Good luck with your work, Rotnish. Right, I'll rehydrate and refocus. Alrighty, let's do this. Okay, so, yeah, if you become a channel member, then you get 4 bonus videos per month. The Rapidash rounds from my Chazingdra Chats podcast, which is life stories and dream scenes of people in the community. Fantastic guests coming up, and more than 60 episodes of the show at this point. They're all on my channel, so do go and check them out. And plenty more perks available to channel members too, so you can click on join to see what they are before you actually commit to joining. And then you can buy the Rapidash rounds individually on my Patreon too, and all of those links are going to be below. I'm at Chazingdra across all of the socials. Has anyone been following Wimbledon here? I'm a big tennis fan myself, so whenever Wimbledon's on, I just love the vibe, you know? And incredible players, always a treat to see. Let me know if we've got any Wimbledon fans in the chat. Alright. Thank you, Ash, for the GG emoji. Great to see that. Been a while since I've seen that emoji. Thank you for sharing that, Ash, as a member. That's one of the emoji you get access to as a member. There you go. Right, so we've got Kyogre Ice Rider and Miraidon, and we've got Grimmsnarl, Urshifu, Incineroar, and Landorus. Now, they could be Choice Scarf Miraidon here. That has been rising up. Farigiraf in the back could be nice. Smeargle. Maybe we should have led Smeargle last game. Maybe Smeargle's just always a good option. They're pretty Smeargle, well, pretty Spore weak, unless they have safety goggles on their Incineroar, which they could do. Well, no, they have the electric train as well, of course, but I can always decorate, I guess. We can redirect, however, with our Volcarona. Get some Maushold stuff going. How bad is Trick Room? Oh, we could imprison as well. Let's go with that. Let's... Running out of time. But at least we get to lead Maushold this time. I don't know if it's the correct decision. But hopefully we get a population bomb off like we didn't in the last game. Very restricted duo, good question, Nathan. Kyogre Shadow Rider Zamazenta definitely feels... It never feels bad. Ugh. Intimidate. Oh, that's a shame for our Maushold, isn't it? I mean, we could Trick Room. Is that a good idea? We also need to preserve the Farigiraf in case they want to set up Trick Room. Oh, well, this isn't a great start, actually. However, we get a Helping Hand and Pop Bomb. This could go very wrong. We might just get KO'd. Maraudon switches. This is good news for us. Into Grimmsnarl. With a Helping Hand, maybe we just KO the Grimmsnarl. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I love Maushold. And a crit to boot. I love Maushold. Refer Restricted Duo. Double Bikes is cool. To play, it is still Calyrex Shadow Rider Zamazenta, Nathan. What about you? Ben Shelton to earn. Go and break you jump on Pokemon. Well, they're missing out, Double T is what I say to that. Rich, great to see you. How are you doing? Thanks so much for hopping into the chat. Did you enjoy Tom Rock's episode of the podcast, if you've listened to it yet? No worries, Onish. So, now we can imprison. Or we just foul play, that could be good. Actually, the Trick Room... Do they want a Trick Room? With Miraidon in the back. I quite like foul play. Do we want to switch something in, maybe? The Kyogre? I think we just foul play. And we could even... You know what? How about that? How about that? Terra Normal. Let's hope the Calyrex doesn't protect. That would make me very sad indeed. Let's get off a boosted population bomb. We have an Intimidate, but with the foul play and Terra Normal population bomb, maybe Calyrex will go down. Let's just hope it doesn't protect from all damage this turn. This is definitely a risk. Yeah, there we go. Well, I'd have loved to have seen that get off, but oh well. It was fun while it lasted. Okay. Killing the Grimmsnarl is amazing, though. So, if they Electro Drift that slot, I could even switch in Calyrex there. Got the Assault Burst. I don't think I mind that. We've got to get rid of this Miraidon somehow. Okay, we will foul play and switch to the Calyrex. I'm intrigued to see how much damage it takes. I'm doing very well, thank you, Rich. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you enjoyed the Tom Rock's Math. The chessboard question was a whole mood, wasn't it? Okay, now have they Electro Drift the Maushold? Let's see. Cineral back in, sure. Oh, okay, so there is this foul play now. Oh, Dazzle. Could have stayed in. We could have just got some big damage off. Are you Rocky Helmet as well? That's good to confirm. Oh, you're not? Okay. They're locked into Dazzling Gleam. I don't mind that. I'd love to reduce their speed somehow. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they probably... well... Oh, they can't fake us out, so we can Helping Hand. Calyrex now has an Intimidate, so that's not great. Miraidon probably switches for their Calyrex. We could crunch that slot. Or they Terra. Go for a Glacial, they might Terra. They do Terra, okay, that's good. Anything with Lunala is cool, like Lunala Miraidon. Yeah, strong combo for sure. Terra Fairy? Yeah. Okay, I'm glad I went for Glacial then. Have to get rid of Insin. Yes. Well, I do have the Kyogre in the back, so I don't mind it too much. Double crit. Love it. Of course. And I've terrored Maushold because I was too excited. Maybe we just gotta... You know what? Maushold might have to just sacrifice itself now. Because we can follow me and go for a big water spout. And then the Calyrex in the back won't like that either. We'd be locked into the water spout. But I think that's okay. So we can water spout and we can follow me. Maushold is gonna stick around and see another turn. Okay, they want to lock into a different move. Goodbye, Incin. Okay, the Calyrex nicely low. That switch actually benefited us quite a bit. This means Kyogre takes no damage this turn. On your leftovers, okay. Fresh rain set up as well, which is nice. They're probably going to Dazzle now, which is... the mind games. Because I revealed Follow Me. So I could Population Bomb. If they Dazzle... Yeah, I'll try Water Spout, and this time I'll try Population Bomb. No worries, Nathan. Good luck for your meeting. Hope to see you afterwards. Try Population Bomb Miraidon. Oh! This could be good. Please show me Dazzle. Okay, we go first. Oh! We're faster than their Miraidon. That is crazy. I was not expecting that. What would that be? Wow. Especially with Specs, I expect them to be fast. I mean, it maybe wasn't Specs, but Terra Fairy suggests that. Well, great. This is a great position for us. More Spout and Population Bomb. Maushold putting in work. And GG. That's our first win tonight. Let's go. Good job, Maushold. I need to name my Maushold, but then that raises the question of, like, 4 names or 1 name. You know what I mean? Love the fact he got the... Yeah, the 1 answer on the countdown numbers. Yeah. Yeah, it does make sense, doesn't it, Rich? I'm a big fan of Countdown. Are you a fan of Countdown? Anyone watching from the UK? You a fan of Countdown? Alright, so in that battle... Terra Normal was definitely a bold call. On the Maushold. Otherwise, yeah, Ko and the Grimmsnarl was obviously great. And the helping hand. Frigor's putting in work, honestly. Yeah, we got our Pokemon in a nice position. It was a bit of a rocky start to the game, but we tied it up fairly smooth, cleanly. Kind of risky in the end still. Yeah, it wasn't the best lead for me. Instead, yeah, I'll have to consider other leads. But very nice. Cool. GG indeed, Hikikomori. Thank you so much. Max speed with no nature Miraidon. Should still have to be max speed nature Maushold. Yeah. Weird, isn't it, Pete? Thank you, Kendrick, for the GGs as well. Oh, yeah. 8 out of 10 cats does count down Hikikomori. Yeah. That's the comedy version of the show. Yeah. A great game show. The letters and numbers rounds. Yeah. Always stimulating. Right. Rehydrate, refocus for me. Alrighty, let's keep going. 2 minutes behind. Yes, Maushold, get that code. I think it does, Alex. I haven't watched it for some time, but used to when you had the opportunity. Yeah, I'm traveling. I know, right? So much traveling. Rich, I'm so glad you got so much out of the episode. That's wonderful to hear. Yeah, talk about Tom Rock's Maths episode of Chazingdra Chats that dropped today. Life stories and dream scenes of people in the Pokemon community. Do check it out if you haven't already. Had a fantastic chat with Tom. Yeah, excited for the direction that the podcast will now go with guests outside of the cool Pokemon community as well. Right, what's this guest got for me? The link for that episode is in the description below. This is, okay, wow. For a start, it's regulation set G-Team with only 1 restricted. For a second, that's a Copper which I have never seen in a competitive Pokemon battle. And I got Annihilate as well and Trick Room stuff. Interesting. They are pretty Spore weak, though. Obviously, Maushold doesn't love the 2 Ghost types. Ice Rider... fine. Torkoal is kind of tricky for the water spout. But it's great for Volcarona. Could be Goggles and Nylap, I guess. I think Smeargle and could just go Maushold. Make Shadow Rider's life miserable. And Ice Rider. Let's try this. Very good. Interesting indeed. Copper is a restricted in President Rose's eyes. That's a good point, Ice. That's a very good point. It was nice to listen to them as when you're working, but no more spoilers. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, fairly gentle content. Okay, this is not what I wanted to see. There could be Rocky Helmet as well. I wanted to see Shadow Rider, but oh well. It is interesting, isn't it, Kendricks? Indeed, and Torkoal, yeah. Lilac, Scarf, and Final Gamma, that's a fair point. We are Terra Ghost with our Smeargles, that could be good. Yeah, okay. We could get in our Calyrex here. It's probably a good idea. I think we should Terra Ghost Smeargle in case they are Final Gambit. Now, Annihilate could have safety Gogs. That's just for the Indeedee, or it could be the Indeedee. Get in our Calyrex, I think. That's a good point, Kendrick's about the Annihilate. Have they Final Gambited? Either way, if they've Drain Punched or something. Yeah, okay, they Final Gambit the Calyrex. I don't mind that. I actually don't mind that. I mean, I hope this Indeedee is not Safety Goggles. If it is, that's bad. Should have brought more Trick Monsters. Okay, good. So they're not Lumberry. Okay, nice. Because now... Attack fell, okay. We could get in the Kyogre, but then they could switch in the Torkoal and reduce our power. I wouldn't be surprised if they're Rocky Helmet on their Indeedee. The Annihilate's down. It could be the Calyrex Shadow Rider as well. I think it's got to be the Kyogre that we switch in here. Ugh. It's alright though. We can just put it to sleep. So Water Spout isn't going to be doing as much, but... we can even decorate, I guess. Though I probably want to switch out of Kyogre and back in. Yeah, if we just Spore the Torkoal and we Spout. Torkoal protects. This is the power of Spore, everybody. Gotta respect your Pokemon potentially not doing anything. How much damage is Indeedee taking here? It's less than I was hoping for. Indeedee might wake up this turn as well, which is something we've got to be careful of. Thank you for not being spoken into existence. Speed fell, that's a shame. Spadef boost is not bad here. Tell you what, Decorate predicting a Protect on the Torkoal would have been a really good play. Or we just keep targeting down the Indeedee with Spore. I think that's probably our best bet, actually, because we don't have any Trick Room monsters. Yeah, let's just keep going with this. Okay, so Torkoal switches for presumably the Shadow Rider. I love to see Copperajah. Hey! Shiny as well. Follow me, that's absolutely fine. So they didn't bring the Shadow Rider. See, it's still respectable damage. Defense, okay, I'll take that. So we're now +1 special defense and +2 defense. Yeah. Smeargle sticking around is always good. Okay, they have a mandatory turn of sleep on their Indeedee now. I mean, we can just Spore their Copperajah. I think we've sort of... yeah. It's looking good for us. Who are they tearing Copperajah into? Fairy. Feels like a bit of a last ditch here, but don't want to be speaking too soon. Yeah, just go to sleep anyway. No restricted. Yeah, I feel like Kendrick's this player is here to have a good time with their favourites like Copperajah, which I totally respect. After all, we're playing Pokemon, we've got to be having fun with it. Speed, nice, we'll take that. Because here we could go for a Decorate. It'd be excessive. But I actually think it's our best play here. Decorate our Kyogre and Spout. Ah, I was hoping they let me get off that Decorate. That would have been even more fun. But hey, that's another win. And that's Shiny Shaman. Very cool. So 2 wins, 1 loss so far in tonight's stream. So I did not mind losing on Calyrex to the final gambit there, especially because we could shut down the Trick Room with Spore. Yeah, Smeargle and Kyogre just Spore Water Spout. Really oppressive. Maushold couldn't do much that game, but oh well. Yeah, alright. Let's have a bit of water. Let's refocus. Damien, I never forget what Karen says in the Elite Four Generation 2. Truly skilled trainers try and win with their favourites. And on that note, let's keep going. Maushold is one of my favourites. Decorated indeed. Yeah, true. Alright, let's hope we reach rank 9 with this next battle. Speedy. Interesting. Terapagos, Lunala, Grimmsnarl, Tinglu, Amoonguss, and Iron Hands. Again, pretty Spore weak, apart from the Amoonguss, obviously. How do I deal with their Amoonguss? Maybe the... I don't have Psychic on my Farigiraf as well, it's just foul play. There might be Rocky Helmet, so population bomb disintensifiers. Don't have Ice Beam either. So I guess it's the Flamethrower on Volcarona, so I don't want to set up the rain too early, potentially. Population bomb is great into the Terapagos for the Terra Shell. The Flint's chance from Iron Hands is there. So if we lead Smeargle, and if they lead Amoonguss... Oh, I mean, we've got the Calyrex, of course. I feel like... Okay, we're not bringing Maushold, which might be a mistake, but let's find out. Well, here's your Lunala team, Kendricks. Picture house decorated by Smeargle. Would you be happy with it, or would it make you feel moody? Nay. I imagine... The animation shows all these, like, strawberries and bits of whipped cream and stuff. And I wouldn't want to have a house decorated like that, I've got to be honest with you. So we can tear a Ghost here, which I don't mind. So Terra Ghost, and we can Spore the Grimmsnarl, I quite like. Only get one screen up, and then we do want to preserve our Volcarona for the Amoonguss if they have it. But also, it's not too threatened right now. So we can even Tailwind, actually. But let's Flamethrower the Iron Hands. Might get a burn. Complete mess to clean up. You're right, Alex. Fine, so light screen goes on, that's fine. Perfect. Screen paying dividends. Try to Drain Punch these Smeargle, very nice. So now what we can do is Spore their Iron Hands. Yeah. Get in Ogre, I guess. Yeah. And then we have the option to decorate our Kyogre on a future turn for those water spouts. Oh, Smeargle, sure, annoying to play against, but a lot of fun to play with. Yeah, decorate and water spout is looking so nice next turn. Obviously, the decorate will go off after the water spout, which is slightly annoying, but. Speed drop, that's a shame. Gonna need a burn heal. Yep. No burn, alas. Okay. Obviously, now I've set up the rain, Flamethrower is not going to be as good into Amoonguss if they brought Amoonguss, but yeah, let's see. So, or do we call a switch and Spore a slot? I think we decorate. I think it's the safest, and we spout. They have light screen set up. Oh wow, they don't switch. Very pleased went for the decorate. Grim stays asleep. What about Iron Hands? Stays asleep as well. That's good, because if it had woken up and gone for a wild charge or something, that's tricky. Speed. Love to see it. So we're now +1 speed. Now, I think we just go for another decorate and another water spout. So what we will be +4 with Kyogre in the rain with Choice Scarf Water Spout. It's kind of tasty, won't lie to you. That's kind of tasty. We do have the Shadow Shield and the Terra Shell to get through. That's an interesting point. I hadn't considered that they've got 2 abilities that mitigate damage when they're at full HP. But we're still in a good spot. Assuming they brought both restricteds. But you see, we can just spoil this turn anyway. Here's Lunala. Antiraptors. Unsurprising. Who do I fear more? Oh, they might have Wide Guard. If they have... Hard to tell if they'll have Wide Guard. Do I switch out in case? Because I can still Spore, can't I? I think it's probably worth staying in with Kyogre in case. And we can just Spore the Lunala, right? Yeah, if we Spore Lunala and Water Spout. Okay. No Wide Guard. Because then future turns we can just Water Spout safely because they can't Wide Guard there asleep. Oh, look at that. Even with Terra Shell, not very effective. Absolutely running rampant through my opponent's team here. Unfortunately, the Carmine is a little too late. That was like 1 HP as well. If anything, the main concern in this battle is do we have enough BP for Water Spout? I mean, it's a maximum of 8. Well. Spore Spout. Sporter Spout. Smeargle is a menace, Calyrex, but as a Gen 2 Pokemon, I can forgive it most things, and that's one of them. Gen 2 love Johto. In fact, got my childhood copy of Pokemon Silver right here. Oh yeah. Yeah, they Terra their Terrapodos, but... and the rain ends, but yeah, GG. Well, yeah, the power of Spore. I mean, it gave us the room to get the Kyogre in the first place as well, switching out the Volcarona. Yeah, we did identify very early on that they were pretty Spore weak, so not happy with that. Yeah, well, if only every game were as straightforward as that. Spore weakness, sleep, spout. Great. Welcome in if you're just tuning in, everyone. Maushold is putting in work. Didn't come to the last battle, but having a great time when it does come with that population bomb. So with 3 wins, 1 loss so far. Loving this team. Likes and subscribes, hugely appreciated. Haven't said that yet this stream. 3rd place Japan Championships team. Let's see if we can keep making inroads. Let's see if we win out from here. We've just reached rank 9. Maybe we reach Master Ball in tonight's stream. Might not have enough time for that, actually, but let's see. Rank 9, here we come. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me just rehydrate and refocus, get into the next game. Very decisive victory there. The power of Spore and Water Spout. Alrighty, let's go. Hey, you really love Gen 2 as much as the next guy, but Smeargle was probably the only Pokemon. Oh, okay. Dark Void, I understand it. I understand it. Alrighty. Ba-dum-bum. What do we got this time? Henrik. Ice Rider, Grimmsnarl, Incineroar, Sinistcha, Miraidon, and Farigiraf. Incineroar's annoying for Maushold. They do have Miraidon and Sinistcha, which isn't great for our spores. We are Scarf Kyogre. Are we max speed as well? Yeah, we are. We're not Clear Amulet on Calyrex, we're Assault Vest, which is fun. I can still do Decorate, of course, though. Can Fake Out. Get a Spout off. Potentially. Tricky. I just want to bring Maushold. I don't know if it's the right bring, but I want to bring it. I've gone with Farigiraf and Calyrex Ice Rider lead because we could pull off some imprisoned stuff. If they lead their Calyrex. And Calyrex threatens Miraidon for good damage. We're also not going to be expecting the Assault Vest on our Calyrex. Bum, 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 bum. Electric Seed, sure. So we're pressuring a Terra Fairy here, which is really nice. Could Helping Hand as well, actually. Do we go in prison? Do they want to set up Trick Room? Probably not. Do I want to switch something in? I don't think so. We can... Helping Hand. What Terror are we? Grass. That could be quite good. No, that's Glacial. Helping Hoof Glacial. Signature annoying to deal with. We'll see if it comes in. Oh, they don't Terror. They're probably Volt switching. Yeah. Okay. We'll take that. Maybe into their own Calyrex. Which would be annoying because now it's Terra Grass. Yeah, it is Calyrex, but they're not going to be expecting Crunch on the next turn. As long as they haven't Trick Room, which I don't think they would have done. Yeah, Foul Play. Okay, so we could Imprison and Crunch because they've just revealed Foul Play, so we'd shut that down as well. I really like that, actually. Totally shut them down. Imprison and Crunch the Calyrex. Nice. Okay, that is enough for the KO onto the Calyrex there. Maybe I should have just Helping Handed. When I was clicking Imprison there, for some reason my brain was like, oh, well, we also have a Calyrex out, so they also won't be able to use Glacial Lance. Silly. However, not terrible. Because now... Maushold or Kyogre? Kyogre. It'd be great to bait out the Miraidon again before the train expires. So, could just Helping Hand spout. I could see the Sinister being in the back. Who switches out, do we think? Calyrex. Let's foul play that and let's spout. Not Terracal and Imprisoning wouldn't have been able to hit super effective regardless. Yeah, there is Sinister. Oh, they switch into that slot as well. Yeah, we did mitigate our... that's annoying. Damage from the Volt switch on the first turn as well. Not Terracal and Imprison. It's the Imprisoners on the Farigiraf, not the Calyrex as well, which is something I was sort of... had a moment of forgetfulness about. So. Helping Hand spout probably gets it here, to be honest. Yeah. Let's Helping Hand and spout. Nice. Nobody else foul played. Yeah, true. I didn't know he had foul play at that point. But yeah. Northender, great to see you. How are you doing? I'm very pleased you enjoyed the Safari Week 2024 video, by the way, Northender. I'm very pleased you got wrapped up in the tale. How are you doing? A pleasure to see you. How's your day going? Hope this stream can make your day merry. Okay. Could even Trick Room here, you know. We could spout, Trick Room, and then Maushold comes in. I think I really like that. Although... yeah, I think that is the best play, actually. Trick Room, spout. Maushold comes in, underspeeds Miraidon. And Population Bomb. Electro into the Kyogre. Doing good, thanks. Love the content. For the hidden power turning in your direction. Ah! Northender, I'm very pleased to hear that. I'm looking forward to featuring Soul Silver art on the podcast at some point. Yeah, I hope to go on Hidden Power podcast again at some point. I had such a fun time talking with them. Well, wonderful to have you here. Yeah, electricity disappeared. Trick Room set up. Hello, Maushold. Let us sweep. Oh, we can Helping Hand as well. That feel glorious. Helping Hand. I wish we could Terra normal too. Okay, they Terra. Please don't be Terra Ghost. Nice. Helping Hoof. Maushold, do your thing. Pick up my lucky charm. What? They're slow Miraidon, but they don't have terrain. Oh no! Oh no! Are you joking? Are you joking? What? They must be such a slow Miraidon. Ah! Oh, I was so ready for the victory, Maushold. Oh dear. Oh dear. I cannot believe that. Well, that's the way it works sometimes. Crit foul play. Miraidon outspared Maushold in Trick Room, Kendricks. Bizarre. Well, that's another loss. That's a shame. I am so shocked. I mean, it makes sense. They had a Calyrex Ice Rider, so it's probably going to be a slow Miraidon, but that slow? That's so disappointing. Maushold was all ready to reap the glory. How is Miraidon so slow? Well, exactly. This is the kind of thing where it's like, yes, that was a loss, but it's best of one close team sheet. How are we to know that Miraidon was the slowest thing? The slowest Miraidon I've ever seen. Easily. So, it happens. Alright. Well, otherwise, though, I'm very pleased with how that went. Trying to remember the early game now. Oh, yeah, okay, so it could have been a bit cleaner in the early game. Yeah, I sort of had a brain fart moment with Imprison and the effect of that. But yeah, we could have secured that. They just happen to have a very slow Miraidon. Crazy. The match has been going very well, thanks, Ash. That previous game, it stung. We were all set to win, setting up Trick Room. So Maushold underspeeds their Miraidon. But then their Miraidon was slower than Maushold, so it outsped in Trick Room. Unbelievable. Yes, sure, it's really made of. I guess so, although it did claim the 1-hit KO or 10-hit KO, I guess, on Grimmsnarl. Oh well, there we go. So, let me rehydrate, let me refocus. So, what is that? Is that 3 wins, 2 losses now? 4 wins, 2 losses? I'm not sure. Right, refocus. Alrighty, let's keep going. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. All likes and subscribes, massively appreciated. I am 10 subscribers away from 1,600 now. Just 10. All help towards that would be hugely appreciated. Toasted, what a pleasure to see you. How are you doing? How's your day going? I hope you've had a fantastic Wednesday. We're over halfway through the week already. I can't believe that. Congratulations, everybody. Hope I can make your day merry. How's everyone's days been? Did we see the reveal as well of more Worlds-exclusive Pokemon Center merch? There's a Fennekin plush, there's a Machamp plush, and a Jigglypuff plush. Got my eyes on that Fennekin. I've had my eyes on some kind of Fennekin plush for a long time, and that one, yeah, that'll be pretty cool if I can secure it somehow. Is this not the mono-normal team that Wolf Glick ran in a tournament? So I don't know it's... I don't know this team, actually, but I do think Wolf ran this. So Fletchling, Smeargle, Ditto, Terrapagos, Indeedee and Blubbiness Luna. Again, Sleeper's looking great. They have their own Smeargle, so we've got to be careful about that. We could go double restricted lead. Spore is annoying. We're Terra Normal, not Terra Ghost as well. Is there a guaranteed way around Spore? Oh, Rage Powder from Volcarona. So I feel like we lead that and we... go with Kyogre. Do we bring Calyrex? Yeah. And Maushold. Come on. Maushold, as you say, Conrix, let's try and show what it's made of. Yeah, I think it is Ikukamura. I think it is Wolf's tournament team used that time. That's a very cute image of Terrapagos. Smeargle the Snow Frolicker. Because they could just fake out here. Which would be annoying. We'll attempt... Are they gonna... This is the thing. They probably don't spawn now because I've led Volcarona. I can't protect the Kyogre either. We'll try anyway. Rage Powder and... Spout. Okay, they Terra. Okay, just immediate into the Terapagos. Full card illustration, Bulbasaur and a 151 booster. Wow, cool. Very nice. Super effective Heat Wave. I haven't been feeling the heat, actually. Yeah, of course. Terraform Zero removes the rain. Yeah, there it is, the fake out. I haven't been feeling the heat too much, actually. It's not too bad over here, Toasted, but I hope you're doing okay. And that's a cool card to receive. Is it just the immediate Terra Storm? Yeah, wow. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Attack. Spadef drops. Well, the benefit of this is Flamethrower is now not reduced power from the rain. I would like to get rid of the Smeargle so we can Flamethrower it because it's probably Sash. Could Terra Water even. Or is that silly? I think it's probably silly. Just Water Spout. Follow me. Fine. Ooh. Trapicos goes next. Is it Specs? I think it might be Specs. Yeah, I think it is. That is cool. I hate that we haven't got rid of the Smeargle yet, but that is cool. Did they get a special defense drop last turn as well? Because then maybe that meant that they hung on through the Water Spout, but they're probably Sash anyway. Interesting. Smeargle is currently our undoing, and we're running it on our own team. Taste of our own medicine. Oh, okay, no, there was a special defense drop, actually, maybe. Okay, so Smeargle can just go follow me again. I would like to... Will they Spore? Nah, they surely follow me. Go for a Glacial, go for a Protect. Maushold might be the Pokemon we rely on to turn this round. Hopefully they follow me here. They do. I do think Specs Terapagos is a good idea. Oh wow, Calyrex takes that so well. With the Assault Vest too, of course. Forgot about the Assault Vest. Ooh, nice. Calyrex gets snowballing now. Love it, love it, love it. Specs Terapagos could be a call for Worlds, actually. Okay. So we can Glacial again. Terapagos should go down to that. I think we Terra Normal, everybody. We've got a +1, so Ursaluna should go down. Probably we Population Bomb the Terapagos. Terra Normal Population Bomb, let's do it. Since I was guessing in power, have full access to the Discord. Yes, attend our Battle League. Ooh. Yeah, I'll have to check that out, Northender. I hadn't realized that that was an option. What are, like, their particular rules for the Battle League? I'm intrigued, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love it, love it, love it. Can it take the Blood Moon? I don't know, Kendricks. But we do have a +1 single target Glacial Lance now. With the Assault Vest. Oh, and with the crit. 4 HP. Oof. Critical hit and we still hang on. Phew. Whew. Great competitors, even a couple of top 64 players from the season. Nice, Northander. Okay. I'll bear that in mind. Ditto. Okay, so I've copied my Maushold. They could have Focus Ash on this Ditto, actually. So, Glacial, and they've Terrored as well, so we don't need to worry about that. Pop Bomb. Alright, all comes down to you, Maushold. The way we like it. Holding my token. Terra Normal. 1. So much damage. With Technician as well. 2, 3, 4, 5. Phew. They had to hope for a miss there. They didn't get it. We've just won again. I lost track of how many. I think it's maybe 4 wins, 2 losses so far. Not bad at all. Very nice. So, yeah, I mean, the fact that they were mono normal didn't help. They were off to a great start with the Specs Terrapagos, but Maushold came in at the right time. Blood Moon was obviously a pretty slow Pokemon. I thought that our Calyrex might outspeed the Ursaluna anyway, to be honest, because it's got quite a bit of speed investment. Clearly their Blood Moon does as well. Yeah, Maushold was the MVP there. Just exerting that pressure meant that we could nip the Terrapagos in the bud before it could get too carried away with its Terra Starstorms. Yeah, nice. Nuzzle, welcome in. A whole Maushold indeed. We are one big Maushold in this chat as well. This next battle will be my final one of the stream. So, I'll rehydrate and refocus and let's have a good final battle. Let's hope it's a win. Alright, let's do this. So like a gym challenge. Nice. Open team sheet, and as a challenge you get to add to your roster with every gym you best. Ooh, relegation until you become champion. That's really cool, Northander. I love that. I will have to check out that PowerPoint. Don't know if I'll have time, though. I'm very interested. I am... Yeah, working on my EUIC video now, which is the event, the European International Championships from the caster's perspective. And breaking down the competitive game so everyone can enjoy it and understand it. And I'm hoping to get that out before the World Championships. So I don't know if I'll have time, but I'll definitely check out that information, because that is a really cool suggestion. And Nuzzle, no worries at all. Yeah, I tend to stream like 6 PM UK time until 8 UK time. Tomorrow, it might be a bit later. Hopefully, I'll be streaming with my friend Lee Provost Osiris for the continuation of our Scarlet Violet Soul Link Nuzlocke on the Switch 2. So if I lose Pokemon, he loses a Pokemon. If the Pokemon's KO'd, it's considered you cannot use it for the rest of the run. We got that started a couple of weeks ago, and we're hoping to continue with that tomorrow, so I hope to see you then. If not, and maybe even so, I should be doing another VGC stream tomorrow as well. Hopefully I'll have time for both, but we'll see. Yeah, I've been enjoying the VGC. Took a big break from VGC over Safari Week, and I'm looking forward to getting back into it now. So, yeah, that's my potential plan for tomorrow. Potentially more VGC, potentially another Soul Link Nuzlocke stream. One of the two, at least. The VGC would be 6 PM UK time, and the Soul Link would be 8 PM UK time. Or actually, VGC might be slightly earlier if I'm also doing the Soul Link. But anyway, keep an eye on my socials, at Chazingdra across everything, have a follow, and that's where you'll see what I decide to do for my streaming plan tomorrow. So we couldn't find an opponent there. Let's try again. Very laid back and can be done anytime through the year. Ooh, okay. People drop for months, then come back. That's good to know. Yeah, I will check it out. Thank you very much, North Ender. Really appreciate that. Hope we can find another opponent here. Weird that we couldn't find any. What are people's plans for tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday. I'll be working on my EYC script. I will be going out for lunch with a friend, which will be good. And yeah, streaming hopefully later on. Other bits of life admin to sort. Yeah. What's everyone else doing tomorrow? I wonder why we can't find an opponent though. Hope the one comes through soon. Nice. Let me know as well in the meantime what your favourite Generation 9 Pokemon is. And drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean a huge amount. And nearly at 1,600 subscribers. Especially because we're going up against Groudon, Alolan Raichu, Cinderace, Miraidon, Annihilate, and Indeedee. Okay, so Surge Surfer, I actually forget what that does. Does that boost Raichu's speed on the electric terrain, maybe? But then they also have the psychic terrain. Ooh, this is a fun team. They are weak to Calyrex with their restricteds. Spore, of course, they have the Miraidon there, which is a shame. What do I want to go with here? We've got competing weather, of course. Calyrex and I'm going to go Maushold. Let's have Kyogre in the back and let's have Volcarona actually. With the sun, could achieve stuff with Flamethrower. Ooh, my opponent just in time there. Watch out for the Annihilate. Yes, noted Hikikomori. That's true actually. I don't. It's Terra Normal, not Terra Ghost on Maushold. Raichu Miraidon. The shiny alert on Raichu. Fake out's annoying. Archildon and Palafin. Cool. Nice, they synergize nicely in the rain as well, Kendricks. You and me and Rain, eh? Name a more iconic duo. So they can fake out with Raichu, they might nuzzle. Raichu's kind of annoying, actually. We could burn it, we could switch in the Volcarona. Break a Sash, that could be good. I don't mind that, then we can set up Tailwind as well. Which is pretty nice. We can't protect with Calyrex, but that's not bad. We can Terra Grass, which I think is a good idea. Glacial and switch in Volcarona. Alrighty. They do fake out the Calyrex, that's annoying. Like to drift into the Volcarona. It's a one-hit knockout, oh my goodness. Okay. Mario deploys other child on Kingdra. Yes! Oh, and it's Life Orb, okay. Okay, sure. Well, we can get in our Kyogre. think we have to, really. If I were to sacrifice Pokemon there, then Volcarona is the one I mind least about. Miraidon took a good amount of recoil from the Rocky Helmet and the Life Orb as well, so count your blessings. Okay, Glacial and Spout, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Life Orb Miraidon. Kendrick's not something you see too often. Power, but we are choice scarfed. Please. Okay, Draco, that's good. That is much better than it could have been. Whew, at least I didn't Electro Drift our Kyogre. And we don't get fully paralyzed. Okay, this is good. Now Calyrex can get snowballing. We are, however, Terra Grass now. Which, if they now set up the Sun with Groudon, isn't great. Might have to switch Maushold in where it's vulnerable and switch Kyogre back in. Let's see. If they brought Groudon, they might not have done. Annihilate, okay. And it is Groudon. We did just get a double boost with our Calyrex. Have they Terra'd? No. So Groudon could go for its Terra Fire here. Which then is weak to Kyogre. So I don't mind a Glacial, and let's switch in Maushold. I hope the Maushold hangs on because I want it to have a last victory on tonight's stream. Otnish, wow. That was a long meeting, but thanks so much for joining. I think we're 2 losses and 5 wins, something like that. We'll see how this game goes. This is our last battle, so I'm glad you can make it back before the end of the stream. So decorate. Does Nuzlocke get decorate? Ground and protect, perfect. Close combat. We actually hang on. I was not expecting that. And now, so we're +2, they have a -1 defense. This is amazing for Kyogre. Nuzlocke goes down, I assume. Yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta find another project. Otnish, now come on. You can't be too upset. You're at work. But I can understand why it's frustrating. I hope the project doesn't take you too long. Are they Terrifier? They probably don't Terrifier anyway. Population Bomb. This is dreamy. Okay, here's the Terror. Coaching. Right, I see. No worries. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The maximum. Love your Maushold. Precipice Blades. Maushold hangs on. But Kyogre will have the final laugh because it's got the Choice Scarf. Massive Chandelier on Groudon's head. We could get fully powered, but we still have the Population Bomb. Alrighty. Spout is 100% accurate, so we'll go for it, but it's not the safest to play here. Population Bomb. Oh! Maushold does go first! 2, 3, 4. And we end the stream with Maushold taking the final KO. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Well, love this. Love this team. Yeah, it's performed very well for us, and Maushold really put in work. I feel like Maushold has been overlooked. It really has. In previous regulation sets, because Population Bomb is always so threatening, especially in close team sheet. You don't know if it's going to be supportive or offensive. We'll quit battling, but let's just see what it's done to our standing. Okay, we're still in rank 9. For the Meister pop off. Exactly, Otnish. To Population Bomb off, you could say. Great. Well, I don't need to do that just yet. Good. I will need to just tot up the wins and losses from today's stream, but I'm very pleased with how that went. So, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Always a pleasure to see you in the stream. Thank you for making my day merry. I hope that I, in turn, made your day merry. I know that the mouse certainly made my day merry. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. All likes and subscribes, massively appreciated. Would really mean a huge amount. Nearly at 1,600 subscribers. That was fun. It was fun. See you, Hikikomori. Do check out Tom Rock's Maths episode of Chazingdra Chats that dropped today. Life stories and dream teams of people in the Pokemon community. I had a fascinating chat with Tom. He co-hosted a very popular UK game show called Countdown recently, and is a maths content creator, loves Pokemon, covered in Pokemon tattoos, had a big Pokeball on his arm just there. Really fascinating story, so do check it out. It's linked in the description below. Plenty more episodes of the podcast too on the channel. Bound to be something for everyone. Competitive guests, casual playing guests, people who are in the broader public eye like Tom who happen to like Pokemon, and that's the kind of guest that I want to get more of onto the show. So exciting times ahead. Working on my EYC video right now. Hope to get it out maybe in like 4 weeks time. You know, take it with a pinch of salt. We'll have to see. But exciting times indeed. I hope you're looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, I'm loving doing scripted content. Check out my Safari Week video as well if you haven't already. It's on the channel. It's called I Ran Away from a Shiny Pokemon After 50,000 Encounters. So yeah, enjoy commiserating with me in that crazy tale. It's like half an hour long. And I do silly Pokemon comedy skits, and I vlog the events I cast, and there's so much more content on the channel. If you're a fan of everything that the Pokemon video games have to offer, then my channel is the place for you. Thanks so much for being here. Now tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be continuing my Soul Link stream in Scarlet and Violet with Lee Provost, Osiris VGC. I know many of you here are familiar with Lee and big fans. We've done one installment of that already. Hope to do another tomorrow. Might be that Lee doesn't have time, in which case we'll do another VGC stream. It might be that I do 2 streams, a VGC and the Soul Link stream, but we'll see. Keep an eye on my socials, at Chazingdra across everything for updates on that front. And yeah, if you become a channel member, then you get access to 4 bonus videos per month and plenty more perks. If you click on join, then you can see what's on offer before you actually join. So would really appreciate that if you want to consider supporting me as a creator to ensure that I can continue bringing all these streams and content to you. And you can also buy the Rapidash rounds, the bonus rounds with my guests on Chazingdra Chats, 4 per month on my Patreon. You can buy them individually. Quick-fire bonus questions for them. Chazingdra@gmail.com if you want to get in touch. Discord community link below as well. Come and hop into Chazindra's Chocolate Factory. We are a friendly bunch. And with that being said, I think that about covers it. Let me just catch up on these messages. So, way to end the stream. Maushold showing his worth. Yeah, love to see it, Kendricks. Absolutely love to see it. Thanks so much for being here. Putting your son to sleep so you may miss the end. Thank you so much, Alex. I'm really pleased that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. I hope your content's going well as well. You have a great evening as well, Nuzzle. Mr. Browser, Maushold is always quite popular. Hey, very nice indeed. Have a merry rest of your day. Thank you, Double T. Always a pleasure to see you. You have a nice evening and week as well, Kendricks. Hope to see you tomorrow for some streams. What time tomorrow? So if it's VGC, it's going to be like, I don't know, maybe 5:30 or 6, that sort of time, UK time. So a similar time to when I started tonight, maybe a bit earlier. And if I'm doing Soul Link as well, that'll be 8 PM UK time onwards, or maybe like 8:30. So those are your ballpark figures there. Early evening onwards, basically. But again, keep an eye on my socials for all of the times that I'm going to be streaming. But Onish, thanks so much for being in the stream. I'm sorry that you've been set a project, and I'm sorry you were dragged away for so much of it, but hope to see you for longer in a stream very soon. So one final time, everybody, all likes and subscribes, massively appreciated. Nathan, you too, thanks so much for being in the stream. Thank you so much for being in the chat. Hope to see you in another stream very soon. And everybody, Maushold and I hope that you have a very merry rest of your day. The mirroring on the screen always catches me off guard. Bye!